What's a final walkthrough? Let's find out. This is day 23 of Mark Madness. Hi, and welcome to day 23 of Mark Madness. I'm your host, Mark J. Schmidt of RE/MAX Country and MoveMeMark.com. So you may have heard the term final walkthrough before. What's a final walkthrough? Well, when you're buying a home, you have the right to a final walkthrough, basically to go through the home one last time before the closing. Now, the purpose of this final walkthrough is to make sure that A, the house is still standing, B, it's in the same condition as when you originally saw it, and see if there's any repairs that had to be made. If if the sellers agreed to fix anything, you can actually see if some of those repairs were made. Sometimes during final walkthroughs, I've had clients who like to turn on the dishwasher or the washing machine to make sure they're still working. But really, it's to make sure that the home is still standing and it's in the same condition as when you saw it. That's one of the stipulations of the contract, at least here in New Jersey, that the home has to be in the same condition when you close on it as when you first saw it. Now, one thing that's kind of changed over the years, when I first started in the business back in 2002, we used to have just a final walkthrough. So the day of or the day before the closing, you'd go and have that last walk through the home before you close. Now we can actually have like a preliminary walkthrough. So before we get to the final walkthrough, say a couple weeks or a month, whatever, the buyer can go to the house, take a look through, and that's especially if something had to be fixed, if there was some repair that had to be made. It's a good idea to look at those things then, so that if something wasn't done correctly, it isn't a surprise at the last minute when you're going for the final walkthrough and then going to the closing. So that's a final walkthrough. It's basically to make sure that that house is still in good shape and you're ready to head to the closing table. Now listen, if you have questions about buying or selling a home, please visit my website. You can find me at www.MoveMeMark.com. Lots of great information there for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for more Mark Madness.